Welcome back to Healthwise 360. Today our topic is, if you had only 4 weeks before your vacation, what can you do to get in the best shape possible for that time? Today we have a very, very special guest for you. Her name is Valerie Waters. She's a famous celebrity trainer to celebrities like Richard Gere, Jim Carrey, Jennifer Lopez, Jessica Biel, Ben Affleck, and many others. And she's also the inventor of the Val Slide. And we'll talk about that a bit later on. Valerie, are you on the line?
I am. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Not too bad. How's everything in Los Angeles?
It's an absolutely gorgeous day, and I just got back from yoga, so I feel really good.
Fantastic. Nice and relaxed.
I'm excited to be here.
Fantastic. So, Valerie, tell us, when you have a celebrity that comes to you with the goal of, I want to lose weight for my role in a particular movie, how do you approach that?
Well, obviously it depends on what condition they're currently in.
Right.
But it's pretty much the same that I would, start with anybody, which is, kind of start at the basics. Make sure that they're not eating junk, first of all, and then assuming that they're not going through drive-through or whatever, then we start to cut out white flour, white sugar, alcohol, things like that I know will help produce a result really quickly.
Absolutely.
And then I want to make sure, because I want to make sure that they don't feel deprived.
Right.
That they should be filling up on, lean protein, lots of fruits and veggies, the power foods, and then good sources of carbohydrates besides the fruits and vegetables, things like brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, things like that.
Right. You actually have a lot of the same recommendations as Audrey.
We think a lot.
Say that again?
You actually have a lot of the same recommendations as my co-host right here, Audrey.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, so, that's kind of basic. If you want to live healthy, if you want to be lean, you want to look great, whether it's a movie role or not, you've got to start with the power foods and you got to get the junk out.
Absolutely.
Then after that, we go, obviously I'm the trainer. So my job is to sculpt it from there. And it will always come back to weight training. I'm a huge believer in weight training. I just prefer to do it in a circuit format.
Right.
So my clients, they'll typically do 5 to 6 exercises in a row without resting.
Yep.
And then we'll repeat that circuit 3 times before moving on to the next circuit.
Right.
I pack a lot into a 45-minute to an hour session.
Right.
I do not believe in 2 hours, that you need 2 hours in the gym. My clients, not only are they, most of them movie stars or what have you, but they're busy, like the rest of us. They have families or partners or charities or other things that are important to them. And so, while they want to look and feel their best, they can't spend all day in the gym.
Exactly.
And so I'm a big believer, get in, get it done, get out of there.
Now, assuming they have, let's say, 4 weeks to prepare for a role in the movie, and they haven't really been training up to that point, but they're generally fit people, how would you train them differently if that's the case versus if their goal is general health?
I would really just be taking it up a notch. So, even for general health, you're still going to do strength training circuits with me.
Right.
But when you need to be camera ready, or, for your listeners, bikini ready, or...
Red carpet ready.
Yeah, red carpet ready, of course. In fact, today is the Oscars, so today is a big red carpet ready day in L.A. Everyone has been getting red carpet ready for the last, couple months, but with the final countdown being, these last few weeks. And so it's really fine-tuning the exercises. And so sometimes what I do is I like to work the whole body, right?
Right.
And I mostly do full body routines 3 times a week with the days in between being cardio. Sometimes, though, when it's kind of down to that, that last month, and if they were already conditioned and I can step it up a notch, we may go to a split routine and I may do strength training 4 times a week. And it's just going to be a little bit more intense. And again, I'm going to look at what does the character need to present or look like, or is there something that they're particularly going to be showing off? And what I mean by that is, sometimes there's, a sexy scene, not necessarily even a sex scene, but a sexy scene where, you're going to see a lot of abs, or if it's someone like when Jennifer Garner did Daredevil and Elektra, she needed to be superhero-like. So I will add or take away muscle kind of depending on what the role requires. And if it's just getting ready for a red carpet event or a photo shoot or something like that, and they're not playing superhero, then I may look at the dress that they're wearing, if it's backless. Obviously, if people have been tuning into your show regularly, they know that they can't spot reduce, but they can spot tone, meaning you can bring up a lagging body part, or you can hit a body part that is going to be getting a little more attention.
Right.
So if for the girls, if they're wearing something backless, they may want to spend a little more time on some of the rowing type exercises.
Absolutely.
And really make that back look sexy. If they're showing off their arms, you can do a little extra work for the arms. The arms typically don't need a lot of isolated work because they do get work, when you do your chest and your back and everything else.
Absolutely.
But I don't mind kind of just hitting the triceps a little bit more.
Yep.
A little bit of lateral raise to get that nice line in the shoulder. And you can do that, my girls mostly like to work their butts, so that's sort of what I specialize in. But, nice full butts, but with long, slim legs, flat bellies. That's kind of the
Hollywood look.
That's kind of the going look in Hollywood right now.
Of course. Now, can you talk about some of the training